Ah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody throughout this crazy world, this is your boy the Monkey Man, and welcome back to another episode of Roll Call Raw Talk. This is episode 4. I labeled the last one episode 4. That was my mistake. So we have our goodies right here. We have our raw products right here. Let's get ourselves right and let's talk. I need to get some new raws because I'm running out of papers. So, it is June 11, 2021. Tomorrow is my birthday. Yay! I'm turning 28. Yay! But it's all good. I just got done with the work week, so everything's all good. Now it's time to relax, to unwind, and get ready to celebrate. Because I have a few things I want to do this weekend. And there's a concert I want to do next weekend that's going on. Now, as I say in all my videos, if you like this randomness, like, comment, share. Anything I talk about, I do not own the rights or anything like that. So all the famous people, please, for the love of the gods, do not sue me. I am just a man who likes to smoke. I'm a man who likes to talk. So why not talk while smoking? So, last week, I had acquired a couple new video games, and I am having a lot of fun with them. One game series I have beaten before, one game I have played before, and one game I have been dying to play. So, let me get this filter right. There we are. So, the first, we'll be talking about Mass Effect. We will be talking about Bully. And we will be talking about Grand Theft Auto. Because those are what I want to talk about today. Because I have a lot to talk about this. Oh, and another thing I didn't mention, and because it's still fairly new and I'm doing all this, for anybody who randomly comes across this, this video that you are seeing here, I typically do this on Snapchat, where I just randomly talk about what about? Well, usually it's some nerd stuff, like some video games, or some comic books, or some anime, manga, broad statement of things. I have a lot of things that I like. And what I usually do is I just simply record it on Snapchat, and whoever the hell listens to it. And usually I get quite a few people who like my storytelling. So I thought, why not take it a step further and just put it on YouTube? I already did my Straight from the Monkey's Mouth story, which is a story about my life, and I wanted to take a break from that because, you know, telling those stories require me to go to a certain place of mind, and I don't like going to that place of mind much anymore. It makes great content, whether it be for videos or me having ideas to write down for music, but my past kind of does still affect me, and I like to learn from my past, but I don't like dwelling in it. So, let's talk about some things that I like to talk about. Some video games, some comic books, and stuff like that. And everything I talk about has been released already, or is pretty much common knowledge for the most part. I do nothing... I don't want to do anything like new or stuff like that to the new games unless I've seen it or played it. I have a giant collection of video games from PlayStation 2 to the Xbox original to the Xbox 360. And I have plenty to talk about just by that alone. So why not just have an appreciation for some older games and some old things like that. So, looking like this is almost nice, fat, and packed. One more stuff, and we should be ready for the twist and talk about these game series right here. Beautiful. And remember, kiddies, when you're done with your joint, always tap it. So everything falls down into each other. The big stuff goes up top. The small stuff goes at the bottom. Make sure everything's nice and sealed, nice and good. Let's twist it up. And we are good to go. All right. We are going to be using... Oh, take a look at the cool clippers I have. I'm slowly trying to grow a clipper collection. So I'm getting all kinds of interesting little pretty clippers. Alright. So, what do I want to start talking about? I want to start talking about... That was awesome. I could not do that again if I tried. I want to talk about these two games in succession. Now, first, let's light up and we'll talk. And remember, kiddies, like I said from the last video, do not put your joint in your mouth and light it. That's how that runs. You put your stuff above the flame and you let it cook itself so it has an even line every time. Now, from childhood, Bully, in a game series I always wanted to play as a kid, Grand Theft Auto. Now, let's start with this. Let's start with Grand Theft Auto. Growing up in 1993, my parents were huge in the ESRB rating. They were very responsible. Their child would not play any game until he is of age to play. Meaning, I couldn't play a lot of M games as a child or T games until it came out. I loophole, obviously, I went to my cousin's place and, you can play Vice Cities or San Andreas and get 4 stars and stuff like that. I've gotten 5 stars just bullshitting. Like, that's one thing. But to actually buy a physical copy of Grand Theft Auto and actually play it, I've never done that before. So this is my first ever official Grand Theft Auto title that I bought. And I wanted to buy 5, but I've been thoroughly enjoying this. Now, hold that off for a second. From my childhood, what I did play, one of my favorite games from my childhood recollection was this game right here, also by Rockstar, Bully. And first and foremost, I find it ironic. The Monkey Man, who through his stories from Straight from the Monkey's Mouth reveals, I've been bullied most of my life, and I like a game where I am a bully. Figure out how that works out. But, a lot of the games that I like, as I said, I like single-player games. I like stories. And Grand Theft Auto, along with games like Fallout, like Skyrim, I enjoy because you don't really have to follow the story. You have a giant map and you can do whatever you want. Of course, you want to do the story so you can level up, progress, get more stuff. But you don't have to if you don't want to. You could just have fun punching people and nuking people for hours and hours and have fun with it. And that's what I enjoy about this. And with this game, now that I'm playing it as an adult, now that I'm getting used to the controls and how everything is, it plays a lot like Red Dead, another game I played, and Bully. I get it. I can understand why a lot of people like Grand Theft Auto. Especially the fact that to keep with the times from when it was released. I was wondering about this. When was this released? Does it say 2006 to 2008? Jeez. That Man, that explains a lot. Because the one thing they have in here that made on Grand Theft Auto 4 that made me laugh, aged me a little bit when people actually cared about ringtones and themes on their phones, where it was a cash crop to buy ringtones and themes, and you were cool if you had a ringtone and a theme. That's the thing in there, and I'm like, dang, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Then we have this game series right here, which is my favorite. Ooh, censored. Ah, make this game thing a censor bar. That's awesome. Mass Effect. Another thing, of course, being a nerd, I love Star Wars. I love Star Trek. Matter of fact, even though it's probably flipped, actually it's not. I'm thoroughly surprised. You can see it. These words right here, B-I-L-E, Bile. That's my Sith name. I am a nerd, and Mass Effect appeals to that certain niche that every nerd has. The space captain. It is the closest thing to a very accurate Star Trek as I could get. You have a ship, you have a crew, you meet aliens, you do missions, you're the cool captain, you do all kinds of shit, this and that. And you sleep with aliens. What's not to love? I love the customization. Granted, limited, but very well done customization. I love the customization on these. You can just be simplistic things, or you can have your cyber ability, tech abilities, and then you can do your psychic abilities and stuff like that. I love that every character that you meet has a very good storyline, and quirks and things like that. Everything from Garrus to Rex to Tali. Ashley is a fucking bag of wet rags. And I've beaten all three Fallout games. The first three Fallout games. I've beaten all these before. And I rebought this so I can replay it. And I started playing Andromeda before my Xbox One got robbed. Bully was one of the rare games that I played as a child that I actually got pretty far. I never beat it. I never beat Bully. But man, did I... You know what, thinking about it, I think I got pretty close. Because I thoroughly want to say by the end of this end of the game is when the honey... The whole story with this is this kid's mom married a old rich dude, dropped him off at a boarding school. This guy's the principal. And the mom and the stepdad are going on a honeymoon. And I think the general gist is this game's probably going to end by the time... And with mom and stepdad picking them up, which is going to be interesting. But that's the beauty of video games, dude. That's what I love about video games is the stories and things like that. Everything down to shoot. Even Grand Theft Auto, which on paper is real life. And over-the-top consequences, you can get away with a lot of stuff that you can't in real life, but whew, I would say debatably the cops are more hardcore. The cops are more hardcore in Grand Theft Auto. They don't care in a good way and a bad way. But a game that is basically real life, I'm amazed that you can get a lot of story in this. And the fact that they keep it interesting makes it just so much funny. And now I'm actually looking at this. Again, remember like I said in the beginning of the video, I've never played Grand Theft Auto by myself and understood everything like that. I've of course been mesmerized by the infamous Grand Theft Auto picture, all the bunch of collage picture and the stuff like that. But it's now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh wait a minute, that's you, that's you, that's you. Oh, that's what all this is about. It's interesting in seeing this and realizing that this whole cover, that the Grand Theft Auto cover, is a foreshadow. That's actually kind of cool. I just noticed that right now as I was looking at this. So, huzzah! This is also why I like to do stuff like this, like when I did the Straight from the Monkey's Mouth. I don't write any of my stuff. I do not write a script. I just say, I want to record. And like I said, with Roll Call Raw Talk, that's a lot easier for me to do than Straight from the Monkey's Mouth, because I could just fly. So typically what I do when I want on to do a Roll Call Raw Talk is I'm like, do I have enough to make a long video? Okay. Go on to my video game collections or look on the wall behind me that you can kind of see right here. And there's a bunch more video games somewhere around there. There's a bunch more comic books somewhere around there. Or go over here. I have music collections, video game collections, toys, comic book. I have things I like to talk about, and why not? And I usually record it on Snapchat. Why not put it on YouTube? Somebody might like it. And I've heard somebody has been watching my videos and has been laughing their ever-living ass off. And you know who you are. I will not reveal your name. If ever this gets public, but if you are, hey, you get a shout out. Love you, girlie. How long are we at here? We're at a good bit right now. Oh, and I want to show you this too, because this is the coolest thing that I've ever come across. I got this yesterday. This is what I'm going to be drinking a good bit of the weekend. Oh, how the future is bright. How the future is bright. We have ganja infused juice. This is some kind of fruit lemonade. My roommate got a cherry flavor, and I want to try the cherry flavor, and let me say, he said this is potent. I don't know if it's mixing with this, but it's decent. Tastes like I can't lie. You can taste the lemonade, but let's be honest here. It tastes like but hey, you know what? You sacrifice things. So we're at a good time right here. So start to wear it out. If you like these videos, please like, comment, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hey, hit that dislike. Hey, at least I know you watched it. Thank you for watching it, at least. To anybody who is coming to my channel, I am the Monkey Man. I go by the Monkey Man or the Devil's Bard, depending on what character I want to do. Early e-commerce, take it in as you go, because eventually this face is going to disappear. I want to eventually delete the face reveal videos because I'm doing a story with my characters, and eventually my characters will take over and I will disappear. So enjoy it while it can, while it lasts. So with a good minute left, I am going to end this video. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody throughout this great world, I have been the Monkey Man. I hope you enjoy chilling with me with this lovely episode of Roll Call Raw Talk, episode 4. Like I said, these videos are a lot more easy to make because I'm not going to dark places. So I can make these videos a lot more, and I'm going to be making a lot more videos. And I go through the same mentality as I did the videos. I'm making these to make these. If people watch this, hi! Thank you guys! If not, hey, I'm having fun. So thank you guys for that. One more time, I am the Monkey Man. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have yourself a good day.